Rob Morris in the four-wheel crazy Ford, voted Rookie of the Year in the U.S. Auto Association's 1990 series. He'll be up against newcomers Ron Dennis in the no-problem Ford Bronco, Greg Holbrook in the Equalizer GMC, and Ray Perkowski's Invader in a battle of giants. ESPN, the world leader in motorsports coverage, presents Speed World. Welcome, everybody, to one of the most beautiful cities in the country, Tallahassee, Florida. And here at the Tallahassee Civic Center, monster truck racing may take a new turn. Rob Morris, who's had a rough year in the past 12 months, including at least one major confrontation with the retaining wall, will be attempting to do something he wants to do worse than anything else, win. And he's up against some of the country's best monster trucks in an attempt to do it.
Hello, I'm Chris Chapman in historic Philadelphia. The crowd is Major League excited about this.
And what are they excited about? How about Jeff Winkie and a 60-mile-per-hour motorcycle head-on collision? Plus, super-modified mud racing superstars Jeff Acker and three-time world champ Tom Martin in the Super Trooper in a showdown in the Big Apple. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tallahassee, Florida, for one of the more unusual of the U.S. Auto Association Monster Truck Challenge Series events so far this year. One of the shortest straight-line courses ever contested, a mere 60 feet in length, will present a literally aerial battle between monster truck champions, starting with Ray Perkowski's Invader here in qualifying. Reaction time will be all important in this battle, but Perkowski sets the qualifying pace at 1.85 seconds. You can see on the replay that really the starting line launch is the most critical aspect of this extremely short course. Next up, the 1990 Rookie of the Year, Rob Morris. And Morris takes the high-flying approach with the Big Blue Ford from Fort Worth, Texas. The elapsed time, 2.04 seconds. Now, there are two ways you can approach a course like this. One is to keep the truck closer to the ground and apply power the entire length of the course. The other is to get enough power off the line to literally fly over the crush cars and the finish line. Rob Morris takes the airborne route and will get the number 2 qualifying spot right now. Perkowski's 1.85-second run leads. But we still have more to come in monster truck qualifying here at the Tallahassee Civic Center. And super modified mud racing standouts battle for the gold in Nassau Coliseum. Stay with us. We're back at the Tallahassee Civic Center in Tallahassee, Florida, as we continue truly a classic Western shootout. In the classic sense of the word, this is a reaction time contest between monster truck drivers. Right now, qualifying in this special 4-truck invitational will be Greg Holbrook, the 19-year-old sensation out of the state of Tennessee in the Equalizer Chevrolet. Inching forward to stage up on this radically short 60-foot course. Holbrook appeared to be down on power with the Equalizer just off the starting line, and that may keep him from threatening the Invader's number 1 spot. The elapsed time, 2.31 seconds. Will only be good for number 3 right now for the 19-year-old. And the final truck in this round of qualifying will be pulling up to the starting line. It'll be a brand new driver in an age-old machine. Ron Dennis driving the Moore family's no-problem Ford Bronco, a truck nearly perfectly designed for this kind of course. Nice run, no question about it, as Dennis uses a little bit lower to the ground technique. You can see the rear wheel oil stayed on the cars for most of the course, still applying power. The elapsed time for no problem, and Ron Dennis 2.13 seconds. The new driver takes the number 3 spot in a field led by St. Louis's Ray Perkowski at 1.85 seconds. But we've got another split-second showdown coming up from Nassau Coliseum on Long Island in New York. It'll be the nation's absolute premier super modified mud racers on the U.S. Association Camel World Championship Tour, battling for World Championship points and the bragging rights on the 80-foot-long standardized course. Steve Abbott and the beautiful nitrous oxide-injected Chevrolet-powered Jeep CJ starts things off. The brakes, and he'll stop it within 5 feet of the barrier. The Total Obsession machine follows the rules perfectly with an elapsed time of 2.153 seconds. That will lead qualifying for the 4 available positions for the shootout to determine the overall champ, while young Matt Ward moves to the line with the Mystic Warrior 1930 Ford from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. A rookie in his first ever indoor event, driving for his father Preston, who ended up 3rd in the World Championship Series last year. The Mystic Warrior Ford at 2.037 seconds will take over the number 1 spot as we fill that 4-car program. That will bring up the guy they call the Wild Man, Mike Spina, one of the East Coast's best. The supercharged Chevrolet-powered 1923 Ford records a 1.978-second run for the pole, and he's thrilled. 197.8, that'll get you in the shootout right now. Looked like it spun the tires pretty bad, though.
Yeah, the line is starting to go away, but I had to take the best shot I could, so I had to go in the ruts this time. But we did it.
This track is notorious for not taking that serious of a number to get in, so 97 right now puts you 3rd.
Okay, I hope I stay there.
So do I. Good luck, guys. So Spina indicates that the starting line may be getting a little slippery, and that may pose problems for the next driver, Rich Marcini, out of the state of New Jersey, with a brand new nitrous oxide-injected Chevy-powered coupe called Naturally Wired. Marcini is no rookie to the sport, but this new entry may give him more power than he's ever had. Each driver has the option of lining up wherever he feels traction is best on the course. But Marcini comes through with a beautiful run and stops it in time. 1.957 seconds, a career best elapsed time for Marcini. So that will give us 4 cars qualified, and the bumping process begins. Number 1 is Marcini's Naturally Wired at 195, followed by Spina at 197. Then the 2.03-second run by young Matt Ward and Steve Abbott's 2.13 rounding out the field. We've got a lot more action, though, coming up. Stay with us.